Welcome to NL Now on NTV. I am your host, Mr. Clyde Washington. Thank you all so much for joining us here today on this fine Saturday morning. On today's show, we have two wonderful special guests. In the interview chair, I'll be chatting with Olympic gold medalist and St.John City Councillor Jamie Korab. Plus, on the musical guest soundstage, we have the lovely Nico Paulo joining us. And here she is now, folks, to open up our show. Please welcome with a song, Nico Paulo.
Amor, 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 era o que eu tinha para ti. Amor, 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 era o que eu tinha para ti. Era uma história de uma vida lá fora. Era verdade, era amor. Amor, 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 amor. Je sais que j'avais pour toi. Amour, 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 amour. C'est ce que j'avais pour toi. C'est une histoire d'une vie ailleurs. C'était vrai, c'était l'amour. Oh love, oh love, oh love, love. And that's what I had for you. Oh love, oh love, oh love, love. And that's what I had for you. It was a story of a life overseas. It was real, it was love. Oh, 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 oh. Amor, eternidade. Fruto da vontade, louco sem saudade, corre e fuga à liberdade.
Hey there, folks, and welcome back to NL Now here on NTV. And I am here now on our interview set with today's interview guest, Mr. Jamie Korab. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Clyde, it's my absolute pleasure to be here with you today.
Yes, thank you so much. So first off, for those watching at home right now who might not know exactly who you are, why don't you just give us a little introduction on yourself?
Oh, thanks, Clyde. Yeah, so my name's Jamie Korab. I'm originally from Harbour Grace, Newfoundland and Labrador. Moved to St. John's when I was about 19 for post-secondary school. And since then, curling has been my major sport. So I curl with the Brad Guzzu team that won an Olympic gold medal in 2006. And for the last 5.5 years, I've been a St. John City Councillor for Ward 3.
Great. So, starting with the city councillor position, what first was it that sparked your interest in politics?
Yeah, Clyde, I always had an interest in politics, just even as a kid growing up through high school. And right around the 2 elections ago, I started talking about it with a friend,
Yes.
and had been involved in a lot of community work and volunteering, and decided I want to do a little bit more. So I decided to, as they say, throw my hat in the ring,
Yes.
and got elected. And I'm in my 2nd term now, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
So what would you say is one of the most rewarding things you find about your position?
Definitely, there's 2 parts. There's helping people, because you get some people that we don't deal with a lot of social issues at the city. We deal
Yes.
a lot of clean water in, dirty water out, snow clearing, things like that. But you do get to help people that are in a tough binding situation. So knowing that you can do that, but also I get to help shape the city, what the city is going to look like, different things through our strategic plans and whatnot, without getting too into the boring stuff. But you get to kind of shape how this city is going to move forward, which is a very rewarding part of the job.
Now, one of the other things you mentioned in your introduction there is, of course, your curling, your love for curling. And
Yes.
I believe it was back in 2006 that you were on Team Canada when they won gold. So why don't you tell us what your, I guess, initial reaction was when it first became locked in that you were going to become an Olympic gold medalist?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, it almost starts, the Olympics were in February. We won in December to go to the Olympics.
Right.
So it was a whirlwind couple months, and then next thing you know, you're at the opening ceremonies. And for me, that was the coolest part of the Olympics. Most people say it was when you won must be your gold medal. And I was like, actually, it was the opening ceremonies. When you walk into an arena with 70, 80,000 people, Danielle Goyette from the women's hockey team is waving the Canada flag. I have goosebumps now, and I have goosebumps every time I've told that story. That was the coolest part. I could have went home and not even played a game at the Olympics, and it would have been one of the greatest moments of my life. But then, we go on, we played well, had some struggles. We lost to Italy in curling, which... I think it might be the first time Canada ever lost to curling. Great team now. But we lost to them, and we persevered on and managed to win our gold medal game. And Clyde, I did bring something here to show you, and people wanted to see it. So, Clyde, I'm going to ask you a question, though. I do this everywhere I go. I'm only going to show you my Olympic gold medal if you tell me what kind of bag this is.
I believe that is Newfoundland tartan.
Great job, Clyde. Great job. That's what I carry my medal around in. And that is my medal right there. So, Clyde, that's the medal there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, how did it feel to be not only representing Newfoundland and Labrador, but also to be representing all of Canada on a worldwide platform?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, we're wearing a maple leaf on our back, and we were fortunate enough to do it in 2001.
Yes.
I'm going back now, Clyde, 20 years, but four of us were on the World Junior team that won the World Juniors in 2001. So we had done it before. For me, I had when those bands were big popular, I had the green, white, and pink, to represent, the unofficial Republic flag of Newfoundland. But yeah, getting to represent Canada, you represent your city, you represent your province, but representing 35 odd million Canadians is a lot of pressure that comes with that. But it was one we welcomed, and so anytime you can put the maple leaf on your back in any sport. Or any activity when you represent your country. It's pretty cool.
Now, back to your role now as a ward councillor in St. John. So for those watching who might not know what it is that a ward councillor exactly does for the city, why don't you give us a rundown on what some of the tasks are associated with that position?
Yeah, so just in a nutshell, there's 11 of us on St. John City Council. You have your mayor, you have your deputy mayor, you have 4 at-large councillors, and then you have 5 ward councillors. So the city is broken up into 5 different areas.
Yes.
So I'm Ward 3, which is primarily Cowan Heights, Mundy Pond, Waterford Valley area, the north side of Waterford River.
Yes.
And as a ward councillor, typically when a resident has a problem or an issue, if they don't call our 311 number, they'll call me or email me. So not very few times will a resident reach out to a different councillor if they're in that area. So I deal with that area, so that's my focus. That's where I spend most of my time. So in terms of that, the main part would be the constituency work, which means getting calls and emails from residents.
Yes.
But again, we deal then with the entire city when it comes to things like rezoning or new buildings or anything to do with any infrastructure or major things going on in the city. Just an example, the Muse Centre.
Right.
The new Muse Centre. Now that's going to be in Mundy Palm, which is my ward, but all the other councillors have been involved in that, not just the ward councillor.
Yeah. Now, of course, the city of St. John's has always been a great supporter of the arts and even to our show through things like the Artist Grant program. So why do you think it's so important for, I guess, all levels of government to support the arts and all types of local community groups and initiatives?
No, Clyde, that's a great question. Through our community grants, which I think it's in and around about $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
We have individual art grants. We have different community grants and whatnot. But Newfoundland and Labrador, the culture here is amazing.
Yes.
And the arts are a really big part of that. Whether it be musicians, whether it be visual arts, painted arts, all these different spectrums. It's very important to us. A few years ago, there was some cuts to it that wasn't received well by the public, and rightly so. And that was certainly reinstated. So, yeah, I'm certainly a big supporter. I know I can't speak for the rest of council, but I know everyone around that table is a big supporter of the arts and wanted to continue and grow.
Yes. Now, Jamie, we're going to do a little thing now I like to do with all of my guests called Get to Know Me. So I'll ask you 5 questions, and you'll come back with the first thing that pops into your head.
One word or as many words as I like, Clyde?
Yes, as many as you like.
All right, perfect.
All right. Your favorite food?
Got to be pizza. Has to be pizza.
Favorite color?
I will say blue. My kids would tell you pink, but I like to call pink angry salmon. That's what I call it.
Your favorite song to sing out loud when you're alone in the car?
There's a few, but I can honestly say there's probably 2. Rattling Bog by the Irish Descendants and almost anything by the Fables. Down East Day is one that I tend to almost lose my voice to.
Yes, great choices. A dream vacation spot?
Well, as some people know, I've got a little bit of color to me now. We try to go every year to Florida. We've got on a family trip. So my dream vacation is, it's probably anywhere I go with my family, but just getting down once a year if we can go to Florida, just to get a little bit of sun.
Yes.
So I would say Florida with the family.
And finally, your favorite thing about living in Newfoundland and Labrador?
The people. I mean, I could go on for this whole rest of this episode.
Yes.
But I think the people. I think that's what makes St. John's and Newfoundland and Labrador as special it is, the diversity we have here, but just the people, the people that have been here for hundreds of years, the indigenous people, and, immigrants that we've had coming in here. It's a fantastic place.
It is.
Yeah, for sure, the people.
Well, thank you so much, Jamie, for coming in today. It's been great to have you here with us.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. Thank you very much for having me. It's been an honor.
Folks at home, stay right there. We'll be right back with more NL Now after this very short break here on NTV. Welcome back, folks, to NL Now here on NTV, and I'm here with today's musical guest, Nico. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I know you released your self-titled debut album a little while back, so why don't you tell us about it?
Sure. The first time releasing a collection of so many songs, 10 songs. It's a lot of work and a lot of collaboration. And it was just wonderful to be able to do that here and have so many friends from St. John's and being part of it. And we recorded it in Nova Scotia in the South Shore. But then we did a lot of continuing, just overdubs here in St. John's. And it's kind of funny to just see it out now. It's not just mine anymore,
Yes. Now, have you always been a musical person? Did it run in your family, or did you sort of pick it up on your own?
I think there's I feel like I was always singing. I was always invited to sing in different different bands or different projects or school, high school, but even earlier. My family is not necessarily very musical. My dad sings very well, but I don't think he ever really pursued that even as a hobby. It's just he sings very well, and his mother, everyone knows my grandmother sings very well as well. And it was more like a kind of like a private secret that I had that I just knew I could do or something.
Yes. Now, we're going to do a little something now we like to do with all of our guests. It's a little thing called Get to Know Me. So I'll ask you 5 questions, and you'll come back with the first thing that pops into your head.
Okay.
Your favorite color?
Orange.
Your favorite food?
Potatoes.
A dream vacation spot.
A dream vacation spot. Japan.
Your favorite thing about living in Newfoundland and Labrador?
The ocean.
And finally, if you were to pick any musician to collaborate with on a song, who would you pick and why?
I don't know. There's so many.
Yes.
But okay, first thing came to mind was Colin Blunstone from the Zombies. They are still touring.
Yes.
I would like to. I don't know. I would like to spend some time with him. I really like his solo record, 1 year, and that came to mind.
Great. Well, and now if people at home watching right now want to check out some more of your music or pick up a copy of your album, where can they do that?
So the record is available physically at Fred's Records downtown St. John's on Duckwood Street. Yes. But you can stream it online and purchase it online on my website, nicopaulo.com. And it's a funny world these days to listen to music and buy music. So buy more music is definitely like how do you say it? I ask people to do and continue supporting other musicians as well. It's very important to us too.
Yes, certainly. Well, thank you so much again for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, folks at home, please stay right there, and we'll be back after a short commercial break with another song. Welcome back to NL Now, folks, here on NTV. Here with a song now to close out today's show. Please welcome back Nico Paulo.
Kiss me now or never. Hold me close or let me go. I just wanna feel your love again. I would almost give you everything, but it is a time that I let you know. Oh, you hold me tight. Oh, you better let me go. Oh, I know how hard you have tried to live all your alternate lives, but you loved me once before. Could you love me once again and carry me to one dream until the end? Just asking, is it now or never? Hold me close or let me go. I just wanna feel your love again. I just wanna feel your love again and again. Could take many times. It could take many lives to break through that feel. We just hold our hands and understand and kiss and try again. It could take many times. Could take many lives we just hold our hands and understand and kiss and make it real. I just wanna feel your love. Kiss me now, oh never. Hold me close, or let me go.
I wanted to remind you all to check out the NL Now Facebook page at facebook.com/NLNow. If you head there, you'll find all sorts of fun stuff, including giveaways, contests, and future guest announcements, as well as some exclusive online content. So make sure you check us out there at facebook.com/NLNow.